All right, so we have the Padawan Sabine Wren communication questions and dev answers. Apparently, this was 5 days ago, so my bad. Late again. I don't know why this keeps happening. Jeez. Anyways, hope the questions are good, not stupid like they like to do. So, is the Spectre tag, first off, why is this not highlighted? Isn't usually the question like bold, so it kind of stands out? Why does this blend in with the answer? It's just the bullet is bold, like, oh, okay. Anyhow, is the Spectre tag only being given to new characters, or will previously released characters be given the tag retroactively? Chopper and Fulcrum will receive the Spectre tag in a future update. That's it. So far, the Spectres have been like the new Phoenix, right? Or at least Ezra was. What is the Spectre tag supposed to mean? Only Chopper and Fulcrum? That's random. Why doesn't Padawan Sabine Wren have the Phoenix tag? Phoenix tag doesn't have... I mean, none of the new ones... Well, so far there's only one, but I don't think what's-his-name did either, Ezra. The Phoenix team has long since disbanded during the time we see Padawan Sabine Wren on screen. Additionally, adding the Phoenix tag carries with it a whole lot of complexity for very little benefit. Does it, though? Actually, that's a legit question. Does it, though? I don't see how it would. All it would do is make it so that you can interchange these characters. So now you can put the new ones in with the old team. I mean, it's still them, just they're older now. So why would it bring a lot of complexity and very little benefit? I don't know. I mean, that's the whole point of like theory crafting and stuff. Anyways, that's for us to determine if it's very little benefit. While in territory wars, light side Mandalorian allies have plus 50% defense, offense, and plus 30 speed doubled for Spectre allies. Will Spectre allies have double those stats? What? What kind of a dumb question is that? That's literally what it says. What? Light side Mandalorians have plus 50% defense, offense, and plus 30 speed, and then it's doubled for Spectre allies. And their question was, will Spectre allies have double those stats? Duh. What? Spectre allies have double these stats. Yeah, it's right there. I mean, this question's brain dead. Are you serious? You read that, and then you said, hey, will they have double those stats? Yeah. What? Again, CG, why did they include this, though? This question is so dumb. Why would you include this? The answer is given right there. Don't include this in your Q&A. Nobody's asking that except for this one idiot. And since they couldn't figure out the answer being right there, obviously they're not going to understand your answer. Spectre allies have double these stats. What does that mean? It still doesn't clarify anything. I'm too dumb. Per the ability Frantic Strike, Sabine can inflict multiple stacks of off balance. Do the effects stack? The ability description doesn't say. Off balance stacks, yes. And I read our kit a while ago, so I don't quite remember what that's all about, but okay. Does off balance get dispelled on hit, like expose or stagger? The wording doesn't say it, but I can imagine it might work like that. It is like a mix of expose and stagger, and works like both of those debuffs. Okay. Does Padawan Sabine have any utility under Bo-Katan? Mandalore. A little bit. She can go in that squad, but her best home is with Ahsoka Tano. Well, duh. And by Ahsoka Tano, you mean GL Ahsoka, since there's like 36 in the game now. Fallback Tactic says, this attack gains 5% critical chance for each Mandalorian ally, double for Spectre allies. Does that mean 5% per Mandalorian ally and 10% per Spectre ally? Or 10% per ally that's both Mandalorian and Spectre? And Bean's both Mandalorian and Spectre, so Sabine provides herself with plus 15% critical chance. Wait, what? Your answer just made that more confusing. See, at first I thought this was going to be another dumb question. Then I realized, oh, the person's asking. Okay. See, the person's saying, does this only apply to Mandalorian allies? I mean, yeah, or is it Hold on a minute. Now I'm getting confused. So it says, does that mean 5% per Mandalorian ally and 10% per Spectre ally? So like the whole team would gain that per, or does that mean that the 10% is if you're both? And then they say it means both, but then they say Sabine provides plus 15. So it's like, well, wait a minute. No, that doesn't mean both, because that should be 10, right? Based on the question asked prior, it would be plus 10% if it's both. But now you're saying it's 15, so it's all three scenarios. Yes, if you're Mandalorian and Spectre, you get 10%, but also because she has Mandalorian, she gets that extra 5%? What? This question was not answered very adequately. I'm still just as confused as I was. I can't even ask the question I'm trying to ask because I'm so confused. How well would Padawan Sabine work on a Bo-Katan Mandalore team? Why would CG put this question here again? They just had this literally one question ago, and they said, yeah, she could work with Bo-Katan, but she's best off with GL Ahsoka. But okay, let's put it again. She could be used in a Bo-Katan Mandalore team, but shouldn't elevate the team to a new level. Off balance. It says when hit, lose 10% health. Is this a loss of max health, or is this 10% of their current health as damage? Or more similar to Gas's max health reduction? It is 10% max health damage. Will Padawan Sabine Wren have good compatibility with Bo-Katan Mandalore? I don't know what that actually means. I'm just making stuff up. Or other light side Mandos. She will work with them, but doesn't do a whole lot to shore up any weaknesses in those teams. She can also be played in unaligned Force user teams. Yep. Because she's got that tag. Unaligned Force users teams are weird though. Like, a lot of teams that have synergy, you know, like, oh, we're rebels, we're Sith, we're Jedi, we're Resistance. And then it's like, we're just unaligned Force users, and they're all over the place. Just random light side affiliation, dark side. You know, I'm from this era, it's all over the place. But you got someone like Seer who basically brings them all together, right? Seer Junda? I don't recall what her leader ability is offhand, but doesn't it kind of just bring them all together? So it's weird. They're just a whole ragtag, but then it's just like, whoop, oh, okay, Seer, you tied us in. Anyways, remove 25% turn meter and an additional plus 5% turn meter per relic level for each critical hit scored. Relic level of who? Sabine? The target? Sabine's relic level. You know what? I think I recall that situation, and I said the same thing. Well, I didn't say the target. Why would it be the target? That's weird and dumb. But, yeah, I said, whose relic level? And I said, I would assume it means Sabine, but they forgot to put it. What's Force Connection? It's 2%. I mean, it's plus 2% defense and offense per stack. It was introduced with Kyle Katarn's kit. You know, they say this, it almost feels passive-aggressive and dickish. Like, it was introduced with Kyle Katarn's kit. Thanks for paying attention. But it's like, yeah, but if it's not a regular mechanic that we're seeing all the time, like, we don't just know off the top of our head, oh yeah, I saw this once. Back when Kyle Katarn came out 3 years ago, yeah, I remember that. Like, way to just glaze over it. CG. Like, I'm assuming that in the kit it just says Force Connection, but doesn't tell you what it is, doesn't give you a little reminder. You know what I mean? It's not like a stun. We all know what stun is. Everyone has it. You see it all the time. Force Connection? Pfft, I don't know. What is that? Tell me. Don't expect me to be doing all this hardcore research. Let's be real. Most of your players, A, don't even read the forums or the kit reveal and all that. B, if they do, they're just kind of, you know, glazing over it. Kind of like this idiot up here that said, you know, the 5% stuff. Where'd it go? That one question I made fun of. Oh, yeah, right here. Do the fix? No. I don't know. That one I was laughing at before, how ridiculous it was. But, you know, they can't even read the thing when it's right in front of them. And then you think we're all going to remember what each of these abilities are and stuff. Oh, yeah. I'm a master at all this. I'm a pro at all this. I remember what Force Connection is. Yep. Like, come on, CG. Be real. Anyways, what's the maximum stacks of Force Connection Sabine can gain during an encounter? Unlimited power. Okay, trying to make a Palpatine reference there, which kind of seems weird considering this is for like a light side character who probably never even met Palpatine. In the Omicron part of the unique, she also gains 2% critical damage and defense penetration. Does it mean plus 2% defense penetration, or does she gain the buff called defense penetration? Plus 2% defense penetration. Is there actually a buff called defense penetration? I didn't think there was. When I read that, I assumed it meant 2% critical damage and 2% that. What does it mean if a debuff doesn't stack with other similar debuffs, such as the new pinned debuff not stacking with breached or speed down? It means that if someone with pinned and speed down will only have minus 25% speed instead of minus 50% speed. If that's happening to you, then that's good. You don't want to have more speed reduction, but if you're the one being able to inflict that, you want to get that minus 50. Now you're feeling like you're getting ripped off. Hey, let me slow them way the F down. Come on, man. Though she has strong synergy with Kanan, not particularly, but there are elements of Kanan's kit that snuck into Sabine's kit as a reference to the time she trained with Kanan on how to use the Darksaber. Kanan. At first I was thinking Kyle Katarn again. I was like, why would she have synergy to him? And I was like, oh, Kanan, duh. Yeah, Ezra's trainer. Ezra's master. My bad. I love the Kanan connection. Do you have a favorite Sabine moment from Rebels? Here we go. Not gonna read that. It doesn't matter. Does does Dickbag prefer chicken curry or chicken salad? I'm only reading this to make fun of him because what he does to all the characters. Pancakes, I don't know. They're not here today. Get it? Because every single time that there's a gendered character, this dickhole can't just say, the thing, oh, look, it's Seer Junda, they, instead of saying she. Yeah, I'm never going to forget that, you stupid penis. Just like I was reading this new Datacron. It says, when the first time Maul is defeated, they are revived with 100% health or something and gain 75% turn meter. It ain't no they. Maul is a guy. Very well established that he's a male. First off, he walks around shirtless most times. Second off, he's got a manly voice. Like, he's a fucking guy, not a they. I hate this dickhead. Anyways, then the last question, screw that. It's another stupid question. But at least they put all their really dumb brain-dead questions at the end. They didn't sprinkle them in between, so you're trying to learn about the character for real, and then you're like, what's this crap? It's just all at the end, like, oh, afterthought. Yeah, that's where it belongs. Anyways, there it is. A Q&A from stupid-ass CG regarding Padawan Sabine Wren. A little bit too late. I mean, she is in the game now, and if you're a whale or a kraken, well, one, you're not watching my video. But two, if for some reason you are, you already have her at, like, 7-star Relic 7 anyhow, so you're not worried about this Q&A. You know all about her. But hey, I like to read these because they're out there, so why not? So yeah, thanks for checking this out, and until next time, I said see ya.